Are we live? Are we live? Contender regime boxing. Checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? What's good? Y'all know we had to get on live and chop it up about this, man. Say it ain't so, Bloodbath. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Cool Breeze. This shit crazy, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all slide through. I appreciate it. We gonna cook for a little bit. Shout out to my brother Eclectic Agitator in the building. What's good? Shout out to the brother Skinny Too Litty in the building. What's good, man? Ryan Garcia popped dirty for a drug called ostarine. Is that how you pronounce it? Ostarine? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something, man. Ryan Garcia popped dirty for a drug called ostarine. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This shit crazy, man. This shit crazy, bruh. It's so many things to unpack here because, number one, can we, before we get into the actual, shout out to everybody coming in. I'm cooking right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the brother Chef Dre Boog in the building. Shout out to my brother Jay Harris Too Real in the building. What's good, man? I appreciate y'all for pulling up. But look, it's so much shit to unpack here. Before we get into the drug cheat shit, shout out to the OG Mr. Munt in the building. Can we talk about how people were so willing to overlook the fact that Ryan Garcia intentionally missed weight? Can we backtrack a little bit and look at how everybody got on Devin Haney ass when after the Regis Prograis fight, and this shit wasn't even official, but his of the fight night weight was released. Nobody released Regis Prograis' weight for the fight that night. But apparently Devin Haney's weight was released. That shit was unofficial as fuck, right? But disregarding the fact that Devin Haney made weight, he made the contractual weight like he always do. Everybody know that when fighters cut weight, every fighter rehydrate. Nobody fights at their normal walk around weight, bro. That shit is rare. It's like 1% of fighters in boxing that fight within 3 pounds of their normal walk around weight. So every fighter cuts weight and then rehydrates. Why did they make such a big deal about Devin's fight night weight when most of these motherfuckers fighting on the fight night 15, 20 pounds above their regular weight? That right there let you know that everybody already had something against Devin Haney, bro. He go out there and put on a dominant performance versus Regis Prograis. And instead of talking about the incredible performance, motherfuckers want to talk about his weight, using that as a reason not to fight him or a reason not to see him in the ring with your favorite fighter. Shout out to the brother Eclectic Agitator in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said that wide a heel. He said that was a hell of a drug. Get him out of boxing. Big fact. Big facts. But look, you see how everybody was so quick to jump on the fact that Devin Haney had an unofficial high fight night weight after he made weight. So we gotta put that out there to show you the biases that's already set up against Devin Haney. Motherfuckers wanted to see him lose in the first place. He had the best performance of his career, and instead of talking about the performance, motherfuckers talking about his fight night weight like every fighter don't rehydrate. That's the first thing. The second thing is, in the next fight with Ryan Garcia, People just totally overlook the fact that Ryan Garcia intentionally missed weight. So do you know that every fighter rehydrate after they cut weight, right? That's not the hard part. The hard part is actually shaving off those last few pounds, bro, to make the contractual weight. So not only was Devin Haney sticking to what he was supposed to do as a fighter, as a professional, and as a champion, and then cutting down to the 140-pound limit like you're supposed to do, even if it does make him, you know, feel less strong, even if that does weaken him a bit, he's banking on the fact that shit, my opponent is having to cut himself down to 142. He got to cut himself down too. So if I'm weak, shit, he got to go through the same shit I got to go through. But Ryan Garcia intentionally come in at 143.2 at a weight that he feels good. So they both gonna rehydrate up to the 160s. Both of them gonna get up high on the fight night. So the rehydrate, that's not what's important at this point. It's the fact that Devin Haney drained himself to meet the weight limit and Ryan Garcia did not. Everybody totally overlooked that shit. But just the fight before that, it was World War III when Devin Haney had a high fight night weight. After he actually made the 140-pound limit. Y'all don't see how crazy that shit sound? It was World War III on Devin Haney for making weight and rehydrating versus Prograde. Shout out to the brother Alamane Cruz. It was World War III for Devin Haney making weight and rehydrating like every fighter do. But then when Ryan Garcia intentionally missed weight, you motherfuckers is praising it. They totally overlooked it. I made videos about it, motherfuckers acting like I'm hating. I'm just stating the facts. What if every fighter say, I'm going to just intentionally come in overweight now? What if every fighter move like that? Is that shit good for the sport? You say we going to fight at 140, motherfucker come in at 144, and y'all done, it's a big pay-per-view fight? You think Devin Haney going to call the fight off? No, he too much of a dog. He not going to call the fight off. He going to accept his little paycheck, and he gonna go on with the fight because the motherfucker want to scrap. Despite all of the shit that y'all put on him, oh, he don't got no chin, oh, he pillow fisted, yet the motherfucker really got more nuts than most of y'all folks out there, bruh. Fighters and fans. Bruh got way more nuts than most of y'all, 95% of y'all out here, bruh, that's talking crazy. So that's just the weight. That's the weight issue. And then on top of that, the motherfucker popping dirty? Hold on, let's see what this drug do. Let's see what this drug do, bro. Let's see what this drug do. I posted it in the community already, bro. Let's see what this drug do, bro. This shit crazy, bro. It's crazy how a fighter that's actually good for the sport is the one that y'all try to tear down, bro. I never seen so many motherfuckers happy to see a 25-year-old lose, bruh. This dude do everything right, bruh. Train, eat, sleep, and breathe boxing. Make weight every time. In the gym working, bruh. And then you got drug cheats out here getting praised. Going on the world tour with no shame. And y'all praising that shit. But Devin Haney the villain, though. He the villain. That shit crazy, bruh. Shout out to the brother, the Cali Enigma, in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said they hate Devin Haney for whatever reason. These dudes are just justifying cheating because they hate him. Said this dude is the most hated in the sport currently. That's the fact, bruh. That's why I made that video about Devin Haney having to embrace the villain role. Even though that really ain't his makeup. Devin Haney not trying to be no villain, bruh. He just a young man trying to go crazy in this boxing shit. But everybody hating, though. That shit crazy. Let's see what this drug do, though. Let's see what this drug do. So he fell for... Let's see what the name of this drug is. Let's see how we make sure we pronouncing this shit right. So it's ostarine. Ostarine, Ostarine. Now let's look up ostarine. Let's see what ostarine does. Let's see what ostarine does. So they got a few different descriptions, right? So it says, ostarine is a very popular anabolic SARM, SARM acronym, right? Says making it a go-to option for people looking to grow muscle mass fast without using any other kind of steroids. Says if you bulking, it adds a bit of body fat to your build. It also says here that, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me go here. I got it. Let me go here. Let me go here. All right, here's what ostarine also does. It says it's used in cancer patients. Many bodybuilders take it to put on muscle mass, enhance their fat loss speed, and increase strength while on bulking and cutting cycles. So this shit allow you to get down and shave off fat, maintain muscle mass, and while you're doing in the midst of cycling on and off that shit, it allows you to increase your strength in the process. So not only did Devin Haney cut weight like normal motherfuckers do, like every boxer does, every professional, Devin Haney, he cutting weight, he dieting, he working out, he doing it, he getting it out the mud the long way, the strong way. You feel what I'm saying? And he draining himself to meet that 140-pound limit. Ryan Garcia not only didn't meet the 140-pound limit, he stopped at 143.2 where he felt absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, in order to get from the 160s and the 170 down to 143, he used this ostarine drug, bro, to lose the fat and maintain muscle mass and speed and strength. So not only did you intentionally miss weight, you use this drug to maintain all of your physical capabilities. Not only that, you enhance your natural abilities. And this the shit that y'all praising? This the motherfucker that y'all praising. Devin Haney, it's all type of memes online about him. This the kid that was undisputed at the age of 23, the youngest undisputed champion in the 4-belt era, bruh. Had multiple undisputed title defenses. 2 back-to-back, Kambosos and Lomachenko. Then went and became a 2-weight division champion, bruh. All out the mud just from hard work. But that's and he calling out your favorite fighters. And he trying to fight the best. And he willing to take the lesser split to make the fights happen. But this the guy that y'all want to tear down? This the guy y'all want to make a meme about? Come on, bruh. But y'all praise this shit, though. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. You can't tell me that make any type of sense. Shout out to everybody pulling up, man. Shout out to the brother East E in the building. What's good? Shout out to the brother Dave's Kate all day in the building. What's good? Shout out to my brother Mike Rhyme in the building. What's good? Shout out to the brother Guzzo Pinch in the building. What's good? Said if you bet on this fight and lost your... Hey, that's a legit question, bro. It's just funny. If you bet and lost, bro, I ain't laughing at you, bro. But that's a legit ass question, bro. That shit funny though, bro, because like Like bro just said, if you bet money on a fight and you lost, can you get your money back? Cause motherfuckers cheated, bro. That shit crazy as hell. That shit crazy. But look, the wild thing is, bro. It's like with all those things going on, and for Devin Haney to still take the fight. I don't think he suspected Ryan to be on drugs, but the fact that he missed the weight and Devin Haney still went on with the fight, like motherfuckers should get respect for that. Because Devin Haney could have easily said, man, fuck that. Oh, he 3.5 pounds over. Let me fight Arnold Barbosa. Let me get Barbosa. Let me put Barbosa in there. All these people paid all this money to come to the fight, pay-per-view, flights, hotels. They want to see Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. What if Devin Haney would have said, man, fuck what y'all talking about. This motherfucker missed weight. I'm fighting Arnold Barbosa. Y'all would have shitted on him, bro. Y'all would have tried to call Devin Haney a hoe. Y'all would have tried to call him a hoe if he called the fight off. Y'all would have tried to call him a hoe. Now you got people in here saying steroids don't matter. What the fuck is we coming to in boxing? What the fuck is we coming to in this shit? Look at this guy. Now steroids don't matter. So now every fighter intentionally miss weight and get on steroids. Now that's what you want to see in the sport? If that's what you want to see in the sport, unsubscribe from me, bro. I don't even want you on my page. I don't want you on my channel. If that's what you want to see, bro, if that's what you advocate for as a fan, bro, if you call yourself a fan, I don't want you over here, bro. I don't want you looking at my videos. I don't want you liking shit, bro. I don't even want you in here if that's what you advocate for. Shout out to the brother J Harris Too Real in the super chat coming through and showing love. He said, this message came from my homegirl who's a doctor. Ostarine is used in cancer patients, like for them to put on more muscle mass. We use it at our old clinic. Facts, bro. Facts. Like, for somebody, like, imagine what that could do, like the brother J Harris Too Real said, to a cancer patient who is obviously, like, emaciated and weak from the sickness, right? Imagine how that helps them to maintain a certain level of strength so they can, you know, have a level of quality, you know, some resemblance of a higher quality of life while they going through that sickness. Imagine what that shit can do for a regular able-bodied motherfucker. Not only that, a high-level professional athlete like Ryan Garcia. Like, bruh, that shit crazy. And you really got people in here, like, advocating for that. Then you got folks in here talking about what Devin Haney trained with Snack and Victor Conte. Can you tell me where Devin Haney ever failed a drug test? Show me where Devin Haney ever missed weight or failed a drug test. If you can't show me that, I don't want to hear nothing you talking about, bro. I don't want to hear nothing you talking about. Just because some motherfuckers that Conte was working with back in the day failed drug tests and they wasn't on the up and up, that's an integrity thing, bro. That's an integrity thing. The Snack facilities, they have phenomenal facilities that high-level athletes like to go work out at. And they got all of these different, you know, supplements and things that's legal to help these fighters be able to perform at optimal levels in training. And none of these motherfuckers is failing no drug test. So if you want to try to put that jacket on Devin, that right there show me you a hater off top. Because you advocating for a motherfucker who's actually failing drug tests, and you're trying to put a drug cheat jacket on somebody who never failed a drug test, never missed weight, been a consummate professional. That right there alone that's a pure example of hate. That means you got hate in your blood already because you're fishing for some shit to throw on a motherfucker who ain't did nothing but everything right. Being a drug cheat is an integrity thing. You can take any fighter to go work with Victor Conte and Snack because they have probably the highest level of strength trainers when it comes to like keeping guys, at optimal level in training camp and shit like that. You can take any fighter and put with them. Not all of them is gonna fail drug tests, even if they got shit like that going on over there, because that's an integrity thing. You gotta be the one that's willing to take that shit. You gotta be the one that's mindfully putting these drugs in your body for a competitive advantage. You gotta be the one to do that. Ryan Garcia had to mindfully take ostarine. That's an integrity thing, bro. But yet you got people that's gonna come in here and try to deflect because they hate Devin Haney. They wanted to see Devin Haney lose the whole time. By any means. I don't give a fuck if motherfucker miss weight. By any means, I'm celebrating the loss if he lose. Motherfucker pop dirty. By any means, I'm celebrating the loss. I don't give a damn how you had to get it. That shit crazy, dog. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. That's wild. I just think it's crazy, bro, like how everybody was so quick to overlook the weight issue. That right there let me know that was some bullshit. That let me know. And then the fact, like, he would have had to pop it in order for motherfuckers to actually take a closer look at the moves that Ryan Garcia made up into the, leading up to the Devin Haney fight, and then what took place during the fight and the aftermath. The only way people would have put their eyes on this a little closer is something like this happening, him popping dirty for drugs. That's the only thing. And even then, you still got people in here advocating for drug cheats. We still got people advocating for drug cheats, bro. That shit don't make no sense. That let me know, bro. Even with all of the good stuff we got happening in boxing, we got a lot of great fights coming up. Shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh, you know what I'm saying? Lightweight carrying the sport, putting on these phenomenal cards and shit like that. It's a lot to look forward to in the sport. 2023 was incredible. A lot of great fights. We got Spence versus Crawford. We got Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Incredible. We got Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. So many great. We got Stephen Fulton versus Naoya Inoue. Then you got 2024. So many, beautiful fights that's scheduled. So we're in a good spot with boxing, bro. But it's still a black eye on the sport, dog. Because number one, you got fighters like Ryan Garcia they'll go to no end, bro, to create some sort of competitive advantage. They'll do anything to win, bro. And then you got the fans who advocate for that. Bro, that's not good for the sport, bro. That's not good for the sport. This shit crazy. This shit crazy, dog. Said why they released this after the Haney loss. Not saying is right, but nah, this crazy. That's normal though. Shout out to Cloudboy AB. That's normal because they do so VADA, they test all the way up into the fight. So you gonna have a sample before the fight and they gonna test you after the fight. So you're not gonna get your results right away. You're not gonna get the results before the fight unless like they caught your shit right then and there. And you got to keep in mind these dudes be cycling on and off drugs, right? So Ryan Garcia could have had like the times that they tested before the fight, like not right before the fight, but I'm talking because they test weeks and shit before the fight leading up. So he could have been cycling off and then boom, they got his right before the fight sample and his right after the fight sample, both positive. That means he took that shit at the right time so it can have whatever effect he needed it to have on fight night. So they not gonna get the results, not gonna get released before the fight. That shit always gonna come out after the fight, unless he tests positive in those weeks leading up to the fight. You feel what I'm saying? So that's normal. Shout out to the brother Jay Harris, too real, back in that super chat, coming through and showing love. He said, Ryan ho ass on live talking about the elites planted this fake news. Fuck him, I hate drug cheats, dog. No, bruh. No, because you can't use that. You feel me? You can't use that as a scapegoat because you already said all that bullshit leading up to the fight, you know, using it as some sort of mental edge. You feel me? And then after the fight, you genius now because you done did all of this hoopla to get motherfuckers distracted. And shit, Devin Haney, even with all of the drug shit, Devin Haney still had a terrible game plan. He still, after that first shot, that first left hook in the first round, kind of, had him off his game mentally, which led to him fighting the wrong fight. You feel what I'm saying? But that's who's to say that in the first round, if Ryan Garcia not on this performance enhancement drug, that shot even had the same effect? Who's to say that if Ryan Garcia isn't on this ostarine, that first left hook even do what it did? Who's to say? We'll never know. We'll never know. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't want to hear nothing about no the elites put this. Nah, bruh. Nah. Ain't no wiggling your way out of this one, bruh. And that B sample gonna come back too. Oh yeah, that B sample gonna come back too. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Shout out to Gracie in the building. Justin Wallace in the building. What's good? I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Said I need for all the haters to put respect back on Haney's name, starting with Boxing Ego. Shout out to the brother 704 Joe in the building. What's good? Said I swear I said it last week. I want to see the drug test. I had a snapshot. Hey, bruh. Hey, bro, this shit crazy, dog. This shit crazy. I don't respect none of that drug cheat shit. I don't care who it's coming from, dog. I don't care if it's coming from one of my favorite fighters or a fighter that I don't particularly care for. If you drug cheating, bro, you going against the best interests of the sport that I love. And as a fan, I want to see the best for the sport because that's in turn going to offer me the best product that I'm paying my hard-earned money for. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't want to see no damn drug cheats. I done seen these motherfuckers die in the ring before. I done seen motherfuckers damn near brain dead from going 12. I done seen that. These folks get in the ring and risk their life, bruh. And then you got to think about it like this. You got fighters like Devin Haney who got too much pride that, bruh, they really go out there and lay it on the... That shit, they really will go out there and lay it on the line to their own detriment. That's why they got that saying, sometimes you gotta save a fighter from themselves. That's why you will see the trainer throwing a towel or the doctor come in and stop the fight because the fighter want to continue even though they getting their ass whooped. Sometimes you gotta save a fighter from themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got fighters that's still fighting well after their retirement age when they should have been out the game, but they got too much heart and too much pride. They keep going. Even if they got bread, they still want to fight. Sometimes you got to save a fighter from himself. So when you have the sport, when you just think about the nature of the sport of boxing itself, and then you take into account the mentality of these fighters, bro, you can't have stuff like this going on in boxing. You can't have drug cheats. This shit shouldn't be advocated for. This shouldn't be excused. This shouldn't be permitted. When you think about the nature of the sport itself and the mentality of the fighters that make up the sport, you shouldn't have this shit in boxing. This shit shouldn't be nowhere in boxing. I'm talking about motherfuckers need their license took, and they need to pay a hefty penalty. And I feel like Devin Haney need to get broke off some more bread. Like, motherfucker need to be out the sport for an extended period of time. And I ain't talking about no 6 months, bro. I'm talking about a year, 2 years, bro. If not longer. Motherfucker need to have their license took, bro. When you moving like this, because this is more than reckless. This is more than reckless. It's more than reckless. Shout out to the queen, the real songstress in the building. I appreciate you for pulling up. This is more than reckless, man. This shit crazy. And like I said, Ryan Garcia not the first fighter to pop dirty. He not the first one, and he probably won't be the last, right? But I think when stuff like this come out, dog, all real boxing fans need to be on one accord, bro. Everybody that's a big wig in the sport, anybody that has some level of authority, anybody that has some level of influence, former fighters, current fighters, former trainers, current trainers, motherfuckers need to be on one accord that this don't belong in the sport, period. It don't belong in the sport. More motherfuckers should have spoke up when Ryan Garcia intentionally missed weight. I know fighters done did that before, but I had never really just seen that shit just like praised and glossed over like that. It's as if they wanted Ryan Garcia to have every advantage possible. It's as if they wanted to see that shit. And the way motherfuckers moved with how they talked about Devin Haney's rehydration weight in the pro grade fight, like every fighter don't rehydrate. And then at the same time, they just glossed over Ryan Garcia intentionally missing weight after Devin Haney made weight like he always do. The way people moved with that, I would not be surprised, bro, if they try to sweep this shit under the rug, bro. Even when that B sample come back dirty too, because I bet you that bitch gonna come back. Because this ain't the only drug they found. It's another one. This not the only drug they found. The other one is unconfirmed. This the only one that was confirmed. But he popped dirty for multiple shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, even when that B sample come back dirty than the motherfucker, I would not be surprised if you have a certain group of usual suspects that's gonna try to advocate for it and sweep it under the rug and excuse it, making this shit seem cool for the next fighter to do it. That's why I made that video about Ryan missing weight. Like, will intentionally missing weight be the wave now? Because y'all making it seem like it's cool. Y'all making it seem like it's not a difference when Devin Haney shaved down. When Devin Haney shaved down that extra weight so he can hit 140 like a real professional and champion do. And then Ryan Garcia, even while using this shit right here, he stopped at a perfect weight for him and he didn't strip away those additional 3.5 pounds. Motherfuckers act like that don't mean nothing. Either way, they both was gonna rehydrate to the 160s on fight night. But that additional weight that Devin Haney stripped himself of, that additional muscle mass, that additional, energy, that Ryan Garcia preserved and Devin Haney didn't, people act like that don't make a difference. Well, if that don't make a difference, what's the whole, why do we have weight classes? What's the point? What's the point of weight classes if it don't matter if the motherfucker make weight or not? What's the point? What's the point? If you can sit up here and tell me with a bold face that it don't matter, what's the fucking point? Why do we have weight classes then? Why is there a contractual weight limit? If both fighters don't have to abide by if it don't make a difference. The things people will tell you, bro, when they got hate in their heart. The things motherfuckers will tell you when they got hate in their heart, bro. The things motherfuckers will tell you when they got hate in their heart. That shit crazy, man. But look, I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. I just wanted to get on here and let my thoughts off. You know, my genuine thoughts with passion. You know what I'm saying? This is just me genuinely letting my thoughts off with genuine passion. You feel me? About a sport that I love. And this is some bullshit that we got going on. You feel what I'm saying? But man, I hope y'all have a great night. Enjoy y'all Wednesday night, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. We gonna continue to drop. We gonna continue to cover this. And, you know, everything else that we got going on in the sport of boxing, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all, boys, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. If you came in late, replay. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at y'all, man. Enjoy y'all night.